Welcome back, Systematics. If you missed part 1 of this series, or you're just new to the channel, that part 1, you could find that in the upper right hand corner of the screen. That's where I take and I diagnose a computer that randomly does not boot into Windows. In part 2, which is this video, I'm going to be taking all those internal components and I'm going to be putting them into the Phanteks 360A so I can effectively unbox it and review it for you guys. First overall impressions of this case is how much smaller it is than the Phanteks P500A, which is its bigger brother. The 500A takes pretty much all 140mm fans. It can take the smaller 120mm fans, but the Phanteks P360A, though it can take two 140mm fans in the front, it's primarily, in my opinion, a 120mm fan case. It looks way better with 120mm fans. When taking off the tempered side glass panel on the P360A, it's a little bit more involved and takes some extra steps when comparing to the P500A, its bigger brother. The P360A, you actually have to unscrew the back and then pop off the tempered side glass panel, whereas with the P500A it's a little bit easier because all you have to do is pull back on the front of the tempered side glass panel and it kind of rotates out from a hinge, and then you just lift up off of that hinge to take the tempered side glass panel off. The front mesh panel is pretty much one of the best deciding factors on why I really like Phanteks cases so much. And that's because you don't have to deal with an extra dust filter. The front mesh actually doubles as a dust filter, so the air only has to pass through one layer in the front of the case. You don't have to take it apart to go inside to clean a dust filter. All you have to do is just hit it with a vacuum on the outside without taking anything apart. So after taking off the front mesh panel, you'll see on the bottom that there's room for two 3.5-inch hard disk drives, and they come with trays, and you can pull the trays out, and in one of the trays is an accessory box. So within that accessory box, you have the screws and the case standoffs, as well as the zip ties that you need for cable management. And once you pop off the back panel, you then see all the Velcro ties that are easily accessible so that you can route all the front I/O cables neatly throughout the whole entire build. And it's very easy to cable manage in the case because of how easily accessible those Velcro straps are in the back. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna take those internal components that I fixed in part 1 of this series, I'm gonna install them into this case, and I'm also gonna take an extra 3-pack of 120mm fans by Phanteks, and I'm gonna install them as exhaust for the rear and top of the case. which case is better for you? And I say better for you because it depends on what internal components you are using. So when it comes to clearance, the P500A is going to net you about 30 more millimeters in clearance in CPU cooler height and about 35 more millimeters in graphics card clearance. So that's not that much in the grand scheme of things. So generally, if you need a larger radiator than a 280 millimeter radiator, you need more than two 3.5 inch hard disk drives, then the P500A is going to be the clear winner. If you aren't going to be using more than two 3.5 inch hard disk drives or any hard disk drives at all, and you don't care about radiators, you're not going to be using radiators, or you're going to be using radiators that aren't larger than 280 millimeters, and you're just looking for something that's more compact, then the P360A is the clear choice for you. If you'd like to learn more about the larger Phanteks P500A, go ahead and check out the upper right hand corner of the screen. And if you'd like to learn more about all the internal components used in this video, I will have Amazon affiliate links in the description below. As always, a huge thank you for those of you who like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in the next video.